Alright, what's going on today, YouTube? Welcome to your favorite cyclist YouTube channel. So today we are going to do a review on my Garmin 200. Basic Garmin computer, had it for a long time. Really bought it for the endurance purposes, so if you're looking for a good small bicycle computer, also works as a GPS, a basic GPS, stay tuned to this video. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the GPS here on the bike. Alright, so first thing I want to talk about my Garmin here. First thing is the mount here. So the basic mount, when you first buy your Garmin, they always come with kind of the similar shaped mount here. It actually has two kind of rubber bands, bigger rubber bands around it, that you can pretty much strap wherever you'd like, whether it's on your bars, your top tube, your stem, wherever it might be. I've actually had mine strapped to my stem pretty much until this past summer when I upgraded this bike. Now I'm using a Barfly bike mount. It's the Barfly mountain bike 4. I'll post a link in the description for that one. Go check them out. Best kind of mount that I've seen. Puts it behind the stem, makes it nice and protected as well. I've crashed a couple times on it, and no harm to the Garmin at all. Pretty much Garmin, put it on. You gotta put it on the right way. So Garmin, pretty much put it on here, twist, and it locks into place. So as you can tell, this one's actually very small. It's not a very large-sized Garmin at all. Which is why I like it. It's easy to throw in the pocket, put on your bike, doesn't stand out too much on the bike. First things first, this one has 4 buttons on it, non-touch screen. It is an older one, but works very well. On the main screen, got the time, battery life, and of course your 4 main options: courses, ride, history, or settings. So this one does not have maps on it. This one you have to either upload a course previously. So if I click on courses here, you can see I have a few in here. So I have the Honolulu Century Ride. Speaking of which, next video will be on the Century Ride. I'll be meeting them at the 50-mile marker. And just getting a cool video from that. So a Century Ride around the island of Oahu. Some of my Molokai rides from a couple years ago. All in here. Pretty much it gives you a breadcrumb trail to follow the course. So it doesn't give you any map, but it does kind of give you slight directions. So if you're supposed to take a right-hand turn on the breadcrumb trail, it'll kind of show you that it'll kind of veer to the right, so it'll show you to take a right-hand turn. So it does work pretty well on that. So that's how you do that on here. No maps, very basic, basic Garmin here. So that's courses. You can upload them through just connecting it to your computer. Make a course on, I made mine on like Strava, and then you just save them to your Garmin, and they pop up on courses next time you load it up. Next thing, you have your ride here. So this is if you just want to go for a ride. It go ahead and pulls up here. Down here you have your GPS signal. Pretty much if this is low, position acquired, just shows that it found your GPS where you are right now. Obviously try and be in an open space for that, for them to try and find you. Obviously I ride out of my house all the time, so it knows where I am and where I stop, so it's pretty easy to find it again. If you end your ride at your house and then start like on the other side, like 50 miles away, it's going to take a little bit for it to acquire positions. Give time for that. Pretty basic, either back or start. If you hit start there, it'll start up. Gives you your current speed, total distance, total time. I do have mine on the auto pause, so if you stop at a light or stop on like the side of the trail, it will stop recording. So that's kind of nice. If you hear like a beeping in my videos, a lot of times that's that pausing. If you go down here, it does show your average speed, the total ascent you've done, calories burned, kind of rough calories burned. All right, and then of course you have your history down here at the bottom. You can go for your last ride, fastest ride, longest ride, all rides, total odometer there. Fastest rides shows your, the top speeds you're hitting there. The top speed you hit at certain points. Longest rides, it'll show you the longest rides. Obviously mine are like Century Rides, mile out around the island ride, stuff like that. Shows you those, and then of course your last ride, longest ride, and it will, I believe it overlaps some, I can't remember how many rides it is. After you hit a certain amount of rides, it starts to kind of overwrite the last ones. So that works very well there. And then last thing, you have your settings, of course. You can change the alert tones, auto laps if you're doing laps. So there's that. Auto pause, I currently have that on. Auto scroll, that will automatically scroll through the bottom, through all of those things at the bottom of your ride screen. Start notice, pretty much if you go to take off without starting your Garmin, it'll kind of warn you, hey, do you want to start your Garmin? User profile, that talks more about you. System settings, you can go and talk about your backlight, auto power down, time, units, all that kind of basic information there, language of course. All right, so really that's about it on this one. So the reason I got this is I have always used a bicycle odometer of some sorts on my bike, whether that was a bike computer with the sensor down on the front fork, and then the actual computer up here that you clip into. I've used one of those for a long time. I've used Cat Eyes. Last one I used was a Planet Bike. I used their wired one and their wireless one. The wireless one did not work very well for me. Pretty much right before I was going to do my first kind of long ride on this bike, that one died. And so my wife actually went out and bought this one for me. Very basic, very simple. I think she paid about $75 to $100 for this one, so it was pretty cost effective too. And it works very well for what I do. I do endurance riding mostly, or kind of longer rides. In that sense, it's very good at it. I've ridden the whole 24-hour race, and I think I plugged it into, I got to about halfway, 12 hours in, and I plugged it into like a power bank to charge it up a little bit. But even halfway in, it was about halfway down the battery life up here at the top. So I plugged it into a power bank just overnight, just for a couple hours while I took a nap. Got back up in the morning, rode the rest. It's easily done around the island rides. I made it last about, I've had it last about 13 hours, just running, continually on GPS. So it works very well. Long battery life, very basic. If you're looking for a basic, Garmin, this is the way to go. Either basic Garmin or something for kind of endurance rides that gets more than like 6 or 7 hours of battery life. Highly recommend this. But yeah, I will post a link in the description. I don't think Garmin actually sells this anymore. I'll take a look. I'll post a link in the description to either Amazon or Garmin. Show you guys this one here, so if you guys are interested in purchasing or learning more about it, go ahead and take a look at them. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that video today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that review of my Garmin 200. Very nice Garmin. Overall, you're looking for endurance Garmin or endurance computer that'll last quite a long time, long battery life. I've had mine for about 3 years now, and it continually works great for me. Never disappointed with that. Really the only thing you're getting, upgrading to one of the newer ones, you do get the Ant Plus or Bluetooth compatibility, so your other sensors you can use with that, or your maps on there in the color screen. So really, if you're just looking for something basic, highly recommend picking one of these up. Otherwise, that's gonna be it for the video today. Hope you guys enjoyed that. For more videos, subscribe right up at the top here. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Definitely helps my videos, definitely helps the channel get out there to more people. So thanks for that. For more videos, I'll post a couple around here. Take a look at those. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching today.